Here's what I did week 2 on the farm. The engineers finished up as much of the work in the greenhouse as they can before we get the last of the permitting resolved. The big one was I had a call with an engineer um, that was referenced to me by the electricians I worked with. So I guess more on that next week when I hear back. But luckily, I was able to send him a lot of information about the building process for the greenhouse because I'm still in touch with the previous owners. They're really incredible. They sent me like literally everything involved with building the greenhouse. And then they also let me know that they were like very cognizant of the building codes and everything. It should be like a pretty smooth process to get that all figured out. I'm doing a no-till farming operation. So part of that is going to involve using cardboard for mulch. And I just moved, so I had like a ton of cardboard. And I was able to get some cardboard from restaurants. And then when I was home for the holidays, I got some cardboard from my parents and from my friend's parents. I spent a lot of this week like breaking it all down, removing all the tape. And I finally moved it from my garage where I was working because it's a little warmer in there compared to outside. Because that's the other thing. It got really cold. And I know it's like relative because it's snowing other places, but like I'm from California and it's icy out here. So I finally moved the cardboard from my garage into the chicken coop area, which doesn't have any chickens and is more of a cat coop. That's kind of like closer to where I'm going to be using it. So I'll be able to lay it out soon, which is exciting. I did leave one pile of cardboard because it's the one the cats have decided to love the most, and I can't really. It makes me sad to think about them not having it anymore, but they'll still have it for a little bit. Yeah, and then other than that, it was like a lot of research. Speaking of research, I also went to a few different grocery stores in the area that I am farming in, figuring out how to cost things or like price things out has been kind of difficult for me because it's like there's how much a product kind of takes and the amount of time that goes into it and the amount of materials that are involved in producing it. That is a number to use, but like the reality of the situation is like people are going to pay what they're willing to pay. So I went to a few different grocery stores in the area that like have a range of price points. I thought across three different grocery stores, they were pretty much the same. Yeah. So that has actually been incredibly eye opening as far as like guidance in my own pricing journey because, like, yeah, it's a good reference point to have at least. I hope you've had a great week and check back next week for week 3. Bye.